Hey Edheads, bit of a cozier one today. I got a thing in the mail and I think I know what it is, so I'm gonna open it up on camera and talk about Eddsworld and other stuff that makes me happy. This video will kind of be all over the place, so here's some chapters to break everything up if that's your kind of thing. I guess we'll start with the limited edition Tord statue. I ordered this guy at the end of March and it's now arriving to me nearly 6 months later. I hear that's pretty standard for YouTooz, but I mostly forgot about it until now, to tell you the truth, so I'm quite excited to unbox it. So here I am, just a nice sort of late summer's morning in the garden, unboxing this little YouTooz statue with my trusty Swiss Army knife. And there he is. There is Tord. There is the red boy. He is at my door. I own him now. And yeah, here's him out of the package. There was a lot of packaging, funnily enough, but yeah, there he is. So yeah, I guess I've got my very own little pocket-sized Tord. I really like this guy way more than I thought I would. I like the design. I like the size. The paintwork is very nice. Also, the colorway is called Red Leader, which is fun. He's not being sold anymore, so sorry about that, but YouTooz is selling these great little monitor buddies, which I guess brings us on to the next section. There's some very exciting stuff going on with the Eddsworld store as I write this. Everything is 50% off. Everything. The entire store. It started as 25%, but a week later I can only assume that Matt lost his mind and now it's half off everything. They're making way for some new products, apparently. I'm guessing they're doing this as some kind of stock clearance, but if there's anything from the store that you really like and have coveted for a while, then I guess now's the best chance to pick something up if you have the money to do so. But just to make that decision harder, you also have a very limited time to pick up something from the Shark Robot store, which is back online. That is not something I ever expected to say. As they illustrate in the accompanying video, the main store isn't going anywhere, but this relaunch of the old store gives them a US presence, which makes shipping quicker and cheaper in some cases. I know that was a massive barrier for a lot of you out there. I love the designs, of course. My favorites right now being this gorgeous zombie sunset kind of design and these two retro mugs available in both boy and girl editions. Both are lovely. A lot of this stuff is limited edition, so basically you need to decide whether to get something half off from the main store or something limited edition from Shark Robot. Or you could do both, avoid the decision entirely, I guess. Like I say, the main store isn't going anywhere, this is just an opportunity for them to try something new with some limited edition merch, and if it goes well, then we might see some more stuff like this in the future. And finally, we should talk about the other YouTooz collab, which I briefly mentioned earlier, the monitor buddies of the main four, available in Happy to Be Here Ed and Tom editions, or even Happier to Be Here Matt and Tord editions. I said before that I'm not a merch guy, and generally speaking, I'm very frugal when it comes to buying stuff, but these guys nearly did it for me. I'm currently in the process of moving house and kind of downsizing, so I'm not sure I'll commit to buying any of these just yet, but I do really want them. They're very cute. They're just, I do like them quite a bit. So you might be wondering, what made me decide on buying the main statue? Was it a love of Tord? Was it an impulse purchase? A severe lapse in judgment? Probably all of the above, but it's also a little bit more than that. When I was working on the Tord is not a clone video, I really wanted to release it alongside the YouTooz drop, so I was up at 11 o'clock at night, sat in the corner of an Airbnb, wrestling with my editing software and getting the video ready to be published the next day. And I was so proud of the final product and the work I put into releasing it when I did, that I got this figure as a gift to myself. I have a lot of thoughts about that video every time I rewatch it. It's not often someone comes along with an interpretation of a piece of art or a new reading that changes the way you look at something you love, but I get the sense that my video kinda did that for some people. Oops. I also kind of worry that I may have invalidated the whole Tord clone theory in the public consciousness, and if I wasn't clear before, I don't hate the clone theory, far from it. It was Cold Crash Pictures who said that you can explore any idea with literally any film, and I believe that. So long as you can evidence your interpretation, then almost any reading can be valid. If my reading of the end makes that episode better for you, then that's awesome. I'm happy that it's done something for you. If you'd prefer to imagine that the real Tord is and always will be a friend of the guys and this has to be a clone, then awesome. It's a fun theory and you mustn't let anyone take that away from you. Fun fact, when I first watched the end, I thought that the part 2 twist would be that it wasn't the real Tord. That was an actual comment I made. I get it. Looking back, I don't think the episode was written with the idea that the boys grew up while Tord didn't. I don't think it was a commentary about how Tord was some kind of bad character. I actually realized in making the video that I love Tord's character, and that by comparing his appearance in the end to everything that came before and exploring why some people might remember him differently, I was able to have more fun with the episode than I ever had before. And that newfound appreciation is why I bought this little statue. That's all I want to say. I know the video is months old now, but I love rewatching my old videos, and this is one of those instances where I felt some clarification may have been necessary. I like to end with something new, and that's a community shout out. There's so much great stuff going on in the community, and I'd love to use my channel as a bit more of a platform to promote the cool stuff that I see. As someone who just barely qualifies as a Twitter user, it's rare that anything crosses my radar, to tell you the truth, but I want to share some great stuff I do see because you lot are stupidly talented and deserve some recognition for that. I think I'll start with this fantastic piece of fan art shared by the Helter on Twitter. It's titled Welcome to the Eddsworld fandom, and it's this great collage of the fandom's achievements. This Tomee Bear has a little pin badge featuring my profile icon. That's extremely cool. That made me very happy to see. You've got Edbot, which was designed by a fan, which I didn't know. You got Friday Night Funkin', you got some anti-Eddsworld facts propaganda, you got this thing and that thing and this thing. Seriously though, I love this artwork. It's one big reference to the classic Eddsworld house poster, but instead of the house, it's in front of the Ed Vault. I mentioned the Ed Vault in like 2 different videos now, but it really is such a fantastic resource, and you really should take a look at it if you haven't already. I forget just how prolific Ed was as an artist, and also just how good his sense of humour was. It's also an amazing source of research, which has already helped me on a number of occasions. I've sourced them in my descriptions a couple of times, but even just as a fun collection of doodles, it's great to have all this stuff in one place. I know how much work this must have taken, and it's really cool. Go look at it if you haven't. Going back to that fan art from before, there's General McCoy right here. You might remember me mentioning Operation Lost Cause at the end of my fan movie video. Well, the first 50 pages of the webcomic are out, and you can read them with your eyeballs for free, and it's great. The comic's been on hiatus since July, but Kat and Colin were hoping to bring us updates in the autumn, so now's the perfect time to catch up with the story. I like where it's going. I love Louis Martin and all the characters. It's absolutely gorgeous, as you can see, that it just looks stunning. Read the prologue and the first 50 pages in the link in the description, and definitely follow them on Twitter to know when the comic gets updated. They also have a Tumblr if that's your thing, and that's also really stylish in its own way. Just read it. It's a very quick read, and hopefully we'll get some more updates on that sometime in the next couple months. Hopefully, that would be nice. I'm sure there's plenty of great community stuff out there that I neglected to mention or just haven't seen yet, so I'd love to hear about some of your favourite community creators or projects in the comments below. I don't know if this will become a regular thing, but I think I like it too, so shout out some of your favourites, give those pages some love. And yeah, that's about it. Leave a comment with your favourite fan project, leave a like if you'd like, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.